easy if you are crazy. Nothing will be easy if you are lazy. Hi Chandni Views. Welcomes you all for the online class. Class 3, Subject Social. Unit 1. Our topic of our Unit 1, the Earth as a globe. So before that, let's have a differentiate between the Earth and the globe. Let's see that. So, what is the Earth? Our Earth is a planet. We all know that. So, what is a globe? What is mean by globe? A globe is a smaller model of Earth, usually used to locate the places. That is a meaning for globe. So, this is a difference between the Earth and globe. So, let's move into the class. Hi, friends. How are you? Hope you are fine with good health. Do you know my name? If yes, say my name. Yes, my name is the Earth. I live in the space. How can you see me, friends? No problem, let me tell you. That is not possible for everyone. You can see me in the books, or in the televisions, or in our Chandni View channel. Do you know my shape? I hope that you know my shape. Yes, I am round in shape. I am the third planet in our solar system. I am also named as a blue planet. So, friends, since I am in the space, I don't know many important information regarding above for explaining it in detail. I will call my friend Global to say more about me. Now, I will introduce the globe. Before introducing, may I ask you a question, friends? Have you seen the global anywhere? I hope you have seen the globe in the Chandni View channel. Am I right, friends? Okay, now we can see the globe. Hi, globe. Hi, earth. Hi, friends. Friends, this is our global, my model. Yes, I am the model of the earth. See the globe. That is the land forms and water forms. Different forms of the earth are able to see on me. Now, tell me about the earth as a globe. Okay, I will tell you one by one. Let us go to our class now. Are you ready, friends? Introduction. In this lesson, we are going to see about the earth as a globe, and we will be learning about the poles and the latitude and the longitude, the equator, the maps, and direction of the map. So, direction of the map is about the North India, South India, West India, East India. So, each topic for latitude, longitude, let's have a difference. Clear. So we're going to see it briefly about the latitude and longitude, poles, north poles, south poles, right? So they are differentiate. We're going to see it briefly in this lesson. Yes, let's start our class. Earth. Earth is a wonderful land. We live on the earth. Earth is made up of land and water. The larger bodies of the water are called as the ocean, and the larger land areas are called the continents. So, we all know that our Earth is a very beautiful planet, and the distance between the Sun and the Earth made life possible on the Earth. So, it is protected from the ultraviolet rays of the Sun by the upper layer of the atmosphere. For example, we can say ozone layer. Clear? So, how the shape of the Earth? Who founded the shape of the Earth? So, we can able to make a question like that, right? You can arise the question like that. So who made the earth? Who found this earth? What is the shape of the earth? Who found that? Like this we have a questions, right? Yes, we can see that also. We know that shape of the earth is spherical like a ball, is ball like shape. So Aryabhatta, a eminist aristologist and greatest mathematician of India, was the first person in the world to state about the shape of the earth, eclipse and distance between the sun and the earth and the moon. So later Aristotle and the Copernicus also proved the same. Next, coming to Columbus. So Columbus' discovery of America and Magellan traveled around the world and Garanian traveled into the space and Neil Armstrong traveled to the moon, and the photographs of the earth taken by the spacecrafts also revealed that the earth is spherical in shape. This like they have found our earth. Next, so our Earth contains the seven continents, right? And seven continents and the five oceans. So Earth is also made up of iron, oxygen, silicon, magnesium, sulfur, calcium, aluminium, and other trace elements. So you can say what are the seven continents? Anyone? So what are the seven continents in our Earth? There are seven continents which include North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Antarctica, Asia, and Australia. So, this seven continents they have described in the slide. You can able to see North America, Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, Antarctica, and Australia. So, these are the seven continents. So, what are the five oceans? Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Southern Ocean. These are the five oceans. Clear? Yes. Earth is the living home for the larger number of the human beings, the animals, the plants, and various other living things. So we call the earth as our home. Yes, we call our earth as our home. So, our Earth is one special planet, right? So, it has a liquid water, plate tectonics, and an atmosphere, shelter. It forms the worst of the sun rays. The fact that Earth hosts not just life, but intelligent life. Okay, so make it double unique. So, Earth is our home because it is the home of our all living beings. Clear? Okay, and also we all know that our Earth is a third planet from the Sun. So about 29.2 percentage of the Earth's surface is land, consisting of continents and islands. We have seen before the slide, right? Yes, the remaining 90.8, sorry, 70.8 percentage is covered with the water, mostly of oceans, seas, gulfs, and other salt body water bodies also. So my dear children, so this earth having all sufficient to for living beings to live in this earth. Yes, yes. Next, abbreviation for the earth. What is abbreviation for the earth? Environment, applied research, technology. How this is our abbreviation for our earth. So they are some of the alternative names or they have described here: Gaia, Terra, Telecus, the world, and globe. What are the names? Gaia, Terra, Tellus, the world, the globe, and the earth. So these are the some of the alternative names we can use for the earth. We having the nickname, no? For example, in your home, in our school we will call the name Rahul, but in your home they will have some nickname, two names you will be there, like that only our earth also having the alternative names like earth, Gaia, Terra, Tellus, the world, the globe, like this. It's having some of the many names. Here now we're going to see the formation of the earth. Forms of the earth means natural things that form on the earth. Different types of the landforms and water form which covered on the earth. A landform is a feature on the earth's surface that is a part of the terrain. So our in our earth formation of the planet, how the formation of the earth is present. Earth was formed 4.6 billion years ago from the same nebula called of gas and dust that forms the sun and the other planets. So the in earth back then was very different from the earth now, and it would have been impossible for life to exist on it. So Earth is still changing even today. It has an molten layer which causes a volcanoes to occasionally erupt, and the crust of the planet is constantly moving and sliding over, under, and sideways against itself. So it's look at how the Earth may have become like a planet it is now. Clear. So we live here. It is our solar system is one of our arms of the Milky Way galaxy. Clear. So this is how the formation of the Earth. Next, mountains, hills, plateaus, and plains are the four major type of landforms, and other various landforms like desert, peninsula, island, delta, and coast, etc. The water forms means water is found in the lakes and rivers, streams, waterfall, sea, bay, and ocean, etc. So, tectonic plate movement under the earth can create the landforms by pushing up mountains, hills, like that. The landform is present. The erosion by water and wind can wear down the land and create the landforms like valleys, canyons, rivers, like that. So both process happens over the long period of time, sometimes a millions period of time. So this is all about the formation of earth. Here you can able to see the formation, how it's formed by earth. Delta, river, ocean, sound, Iceland, they have described it clearly in this picture. Next, we shall see the composition of the earth. The surface of the earth contains land and water. So, land comprises of only 29% of the total surface area, like continents, plains, plateaus, deserts, valley, hills, mountains, peninsula, island, delta, coast, etc. So, these are the composition of the earth. So, here you can able to see the land, right? Land comprises only 29 percentage. In the screen they have described division of the earth. The off part is 71 percentage and water is 71 percentage, and land is in sandal color, that is 29 percentage they have described. So in the land, what are the will be there, what are like continents will be there, plains, plateaus, deserts, valley, hills, mountain, peninsula, islands, delta, coast, like this. The formation will be there in our earth. Next, the water comprises 71 percentage of total surface area. Water is found in lakes, rivers, streams, waterfalls, sea, bay, and ocean. So we all know that water in our earth as a third planet. So the earth sun is about 29.2 percentage of earth's surface is land consisting of continents and islands. The remaining 70.8 percentage is covered with water, so mostly by ocean, seas, gulfs, and other salt water bodies also, right? So earth atmosphere consists mainly of nitrogen and oxygen. So here we can able to found the lakes, rivers, and stream, waterfalls, sea, bay, and oceans, and etc. So earth orbits around the sun is about 265.25 days. Clear? So earth is the densest planet in the solar system and largest and most massive of the four rocky planets. Almost 8 billion humans live on the earth and depend on its biosphere and natural resource of their survival. Whether you are clear? Yes. Next, globe. Now we shall moving for globe. Globe. If we want to see the earth, it's not necessary to go to the space. Yes, if we want to see our earth, we don't want to go to the space. It's not possible, right? So we can know that the earth by just seeing it in the picture. You can able to see in the picture. For example, you can see in the picture in your book or even the slide what I am showing. You can able to see the earth picture and the globe picture. In order to familiar the earth, we have a mini model of the earth. We having the mini model that is called what? Globe. In the globe we having in the globe we can see able to see the many places. What are the places? Yes, landforms, rivers, what and all, everything will be clearly. Earth and globe is similar, understand? Yes. A globe is a spherical model of the earth and other celestial body. A globe shows detail of its subject. A terrestrial globe shows a land masses and water bodies. A globe looks like a big ball, just like the Earth. We can see one half of the globe. At the time when we rotate it, we can also see its other side. So when we see the global, when we go for school also, it's like a big ball, right? So just like Earth, it will be the globe also. So we can see off of the globe at the time, and when we rotate it we can able to see the other side also when we see the globe in our school or in our shop also. When we go to see the globe, we can able to see that. Yes. Next, all the different forms of the earth can be seen on the globe, and the model of the globe is also available in many sizes, and the globe serve similar purpose of two maps. So my dear children, globe is a model of the earth on which we live. Clear? So we can learn many things about our earth through the globe. It is a small representation of our big earth. So the globe help us in making a thorough study of earth. Just like the earth, the globe is also round in shape. So globe is fixed to the stand, which helps in its spherical movement. As earth rotates itself, the globe can also be rotated. We can see the ocean, seas, continents, mountain, etc. on the globe. Here now we are going to see the difference between the earth and the globe. Clear? So earth is a living planet, right? Earth is a, we are living in that, in the place we are standing and sitting in that place, right? So global is we are made, human beings is made, right? So globe is a man-made planet. Earth has no imaginary lines, so we can't able to see the earth imaginary lines. We can't able to go to the space also, but in the globe we can see the imaginary lines. Earth has no stand, it has no stand. Globe has the stand because it's made up of a man. We cannot see the full surface of the earth. Yes, we can't able to see the surface of the earth, but we can see the full surface of the earth in the globe. Next, coming to the last point, we cannot locate and see the country's name in the earth, right? So we can locate the seas. So in the globe, already I have explained you, in the globe we can see the every places, cities, oceans, rivers, gulfs, mountains. We can able to see the clear picture in the globe, but earth we can't able to see anything, right? So this is the difference between the earth and globe. Next, poles. The two point which holds the globe and allows it to rotate and called the poles. The two points are located at the most northern and most southern ends of the earth or another planet around which a planet turns. So if you look at the globe carefully, clear, so there is an imaginary line passing through the earth's center, that is called as the axis of the earth. Clear? That is called axis of the earth. The two ends of the axis of the earth are called poles. Clear? The two end of the axis of the earth, that is called poles. The northern end on the top of the globe is a north pole, and southern, the bottom of the globe, it is called south pole. This is meaning of a pole. Next, the upper pole, it is called the north pole, and the lower pole, what I have just said now, the upper pole, that is a northern end on the top of the globe, it is called northern pole, and the southern part at the bottom of the globe, it is called the south pole. So geographical pole or the geographic pole is either in the 2 points on the earth where this axis of rotation interest is surface. Clear? Yes. Here we can see the two types of poles, that is a north poles and south poles. North poles. The upper pole is called the North Pole. The upper pole is called the North Pole. North Pole is located about the 725 km north of Greenland in the middle of the Arctic Ocean, right? So in the North Pole, we can also known as a geographic North Pole or the terrestrial North Pole, is a point in the northern hemisphere where the Earth axis of rotation meet its surface. So it is called as the true North Pole also, to distinguish from the magnetic North Pole. Right. So the North Pole is by definition of the northernmost point on the earth lying diametrically opposite to the South Pole. This defines the latitude 90 degree north as well as the direction of the true north. At the North Pole, all direction of the point south, all lines of the longitude converge there. So it is a longitude can be defined as any degree value. Clear? Yes. Next, most of the time, North Pole is covered in the sea ice. And North Pole has 6 months of daylight and 6 months of darkness. Whether you have got it? So, North Pole has a 6 months of daylight and 6 months of darkness. Here we can see about the South Poles. Lower pole is called South Pole. Just now we have know that lower pole is a South Pole. South Pole is in the Antarctic Ocean. South Pole is colder than the North Pole. Yes. Here we can see the difference between the North Pole and South Pole. So we can see the difference between the North Pole Arctic region and South Pole Antarctic region, right? So first point is it is a northernmost point of the Earth axis. Yes, it is a not upper part most of the Earth axis. It is a southern point of the Earth axis in the bottom lower part. Second point, it is known as the Arctic region that has a floating ice sheet with no land mass. It has a huge continent known as Antarctica. It's having a huge continent, mini continent. Third is the North Pole is the Arctic region located at the center of the Arctic Ocean. It will be located at the center of the Arctic Ocean. But when we coming to the South Pole, is surrounded. Antarctica will be surrounded by the ocean. South Pole compressed and Antarctica continent is surrounded by the oceans. Next, coming to fourth point, it is not cold as a South Pole. The average winter temperature is 34 degree. Here we can able to see the average degree, and in South Pole also it is not colder than the North Pole. Okay, it's not colder than the North Pole. This average winter temperature is 49 degrees Celsius. Clear? Yes. The area of the North Pole is divided between the many countries. We can able to see. You can able to divide it. But in coming to South Pole, only one area on the Earth that does not belong to any country. Next, polar bears we can see in this South Pole. Only penguins are able to see in the South Pole. Polar bears we can able to see in the North Pole. Penguins we can see in the South Pole, that is Antarctic region, and polar bears we can see in the Arctic region. This is about the difference between the North Pole and South Pole. Next, here is a pole. You can able to see the Arctic, equator, Antarctic, the Arctic Ocean, Antarctica, right? And North Pole is placed in the Arctic center of the Arctic Ocean, and South Pole is surrounded by the oceans of the Antarctica, right? You can able to see in the picture clearly. Next, latitude. So, the horizontal lines drawn from the east to west are called latitude. Latitude is a measurement of the distance north or south of the equator measured with the 180 imaginary lines that forms a circle around the earth east to west parallel to the equator. So, horizontal lines we can say it as latitude. Okay, latitude, horizontal lines. So, in latitude, there are some imaginary lines running parallel to the equator. Clearly note that there are some imaginary lines running parallel to the equator, so they do not meet at any point. So they can't able to meet at any point. That is called, so they are called as the parallel lines. So they otherwise we can call it as the parallels or latitude. Clear? So we can say that the parallels or the parallel lines drawn from the equator to the north and the south poles, their size gets decreased from the equator to the poles. These lines are measured in the degrees. Understood? Right. Next, the lines are known as parallels. What I have said now, that is the lines, so that is known as a parallel. And latitude is a imaginary ring linking all the points sharing a parallel. The longest latitude is called the equator. Yes, the longest, the center line, it is called the equator. And one more thing, the latitude which runs towards the north is marked as a N. Clear? Latitude which runs towards the north pole marked as a N, that is called north latitude. Next, they are 90 in number. So latitude which runs towards the south pole is marked as a yes. That is, we can say the south latitude. So they are 90 in number. So the total number of the latitude is 180. Clear? So the 90 degree of latitude on the north is north pole and is marked as a 90 degree north, and 90 degree latitude on the south is south pole and is marked as a 90 degree south, and 0 degree is the equator. Clear? So you can able to see the upper picture, 90 degree north and 90 degree south and 0 degree is in the equator. Now you got that point, right? Yes. So the 0 degree latitude is already explained in detail. So they are the latitude which are given the special names. Understood? Right. Now we shall move for longitude. The vertical lines. Here, horizontal lines is called as a latitude. The vertical lines is drawn from the north to south, that is called longitude. The latitude is the measurement of east or west of the prime meridian. So here we are saying about the prime meridian. We can see how this prime meridian is formed. Along with the horizontal line or the latitude, there are also some vertical lines on the globe. There will be, we can able to see the vertical lines. These imaginary vertical lines drawn between the poles on the globe, that is we say to be a longitude. Got it? Right. So like the latitude, these are not parallel lines, but they are the same length. Not the parallel lines, the length is the same. So these lines meet the poles, that is called as the meridians. We can say that is also prime meridians. Clear? Yes. The longitude is measured by the imaginary line that run through the earth vertically up and down, meet at the north and south poles. Its distance around the earth measures 360 degrees. Right. So they also measure the degree. The prime meridian is a meridian which passes through Greenwich in England. So this is also called the zero meridian. Clear? So this prime meridian divides the world into eastern and western hemisphere. Got it? Right. So on the either side of the prime meridian, there are the 180 meridians will be there. 180. So there is a longitude is a total 180 longitude in each hemisphere. The eastern meridians are written as the E, and western meridians we can mark it as a W. So most important thing is to that north that know that 180 degree east and west meridians is one of the same. So most important to note that is 180 degree east and west meridians are one and the same. That's all about the longitude. And vertical lines, again the vertical lines drawn from the north to south, that is also called the longitude. Latitude measured from the east to west of prime meridians, what we have seen now. Next, we are moving for equator. So, equator is an invisible line, right? It's an invisible line that runs around the earth of the center of the earth at 0 degree latitude. So, it is a halfway between the north pole and the south pole at the 0 degree latitude. An equator divides the planet into the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. It's nothing but, my dear children, for the easy understanding of the earth, imaginary lines are drawn horizontally and vertically on the globe, right? So the equator is the longest line on the globe passing through the center of the earth. This line is formed the midway between the two poles, thereby dividing the earth into two equal halves. So these two halves are called as the hemisphere. So this equator is also called as a 0 degree latitude. Clear? Yes. Here, the equator passes through 13 countries. When it passes through 13, we can see what are the places. Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, Sao Tome, Principe, Gabon, Republic of the Congo, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, Maldives, Indonesia, and Kiribati. So, upper part, we already learned what is that North Pole and latitude. The parallel lines it is called as a latitude, and center line it is called as a equator, and parallel lines are called as a longitude. Clear? So for latitude, horizontal lines are called the latitude. Clear? Before I have said that there is a parallel lines are called latitude. No, that is wrong. The Horizontal lines that is called latitude. The parallel lines is said to be a longitude. Vertical lines. Vertical lines. Clear? The vertical lines we can say as a longitude and horizontal lines we can say to be a longitude. And upper part of is known as north pole and lower part is said to be a south pole. Whether you got it? And center line, imaginary line, it is said to be an equator. So here is the difference between the latitude and longitude. So latitude impels the geographic coordinate that determine the distance of a point north-south of the equator. In longitude alludes to the geographic coordinate which identify the distance of a point east-west of the prime meridian. Yes, it is known as a parallel. It is known as meridians. Clear? Parallel we say in the latitude, meridian we say in the longitude. The length of the lines are different, the length of the lines all will be the same. And it classify the heat zone, it classify the time zone. They are the 180 latitude lines. Here in longitude there is a 360 longitude lines is there. So I have explained about detailedly 180 about how it's become a 180 and 360 longitude. I have explained about when I teaching the latitude and longitude, I have described how the 180 degree is present and 360 is present, right? I hope you all clear in this. Here we can see the line of the latitude, line of the longitude, equator and prime meridian. Yes. Again, we can see the north, south of the equator, 180 degree. Yes, the prime meridian. You can able to see clearly in this picture. Why people have drawn an imaginary lines on me? Because these lines help to find the places and the vertical lines help to calculate the time. Thank you, Earth. You have a curved surface and so we cannot find all the points at the time. So my friend map will help everyone to find the places and the location. Oh really? Thanks for your information. I will call the map to explain about it. Sure, I am also waiting to see the map. Friends, we can call the map now. Are you ready? For calling the map, sing along with me. Map, 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 map. Map, 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 map. So in the map we have lot and lot of places which helps to find the location very easily. Map, 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 map. Map, 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 map. Map, 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 map. Yes, hi everyone. I am the map. Hi, map. You look like a paper with the information of the globe. Yes, you are correct. I have a flat surface. It helps you to see all the points at the time. Oh, okay. How can we find the earth in you? I have many kinds of maps such as a physical map, political map, outline map, etc. Oh, okay. Now I will show you. This is a India map. Children, now we can see about the places in the map briefly. Map. Map is an image of an area that is usually of the earth and or parts of the earth, such as a city, country, or the continent, showing its many features as they would appear. So in the India map, you can able to see the different different cities and countries, continent features about clearly in this map, right? Yes, so map is a image of an area that is usually of the earth, that parts of the earth. Yes. So the globe has a curved surface and so we cannot find all the parts of the glands in order to overcome such difficulty. The globe is represented on the flat surface which is called as the map. So the globe has a curved surface and so we cannot find all the parts of the glands. Right, got it. So in order to overcome such difficulty, the globe is representing on the flat surface which is called as the map. Right. Now we shall see the types of the map. So there are many kinds of the map. We can able to see physical map, political map, outline map. We can see it briefly now. Physical map. The physical map show the landform that are present in the area. The physical map of India show all the psychographical regions of the nation. In the terms of psychography and the country can be listened in the following region. So in physical map, there is the Iceland's coastal plains, the peninsula plateau, Great Indian Desert, northern plains, the Himalayan mountain ranges or northern mountains. Right. So what all about the physical map? So physical map is one which show the physical features of place or a country like rivers, mountain, forest, lakes. You can able to see in the picture, right? You can able to see the river in will be the blue color, mountains, forest and lakes. So the physical features are usually shown in the different colors. The rivers and lakes will be shown in the blue color of the low elevation or shown in the dark green, and as a elevation increases the color becomes a light green and eventually orange. Clear? So this is all about the physical map. Next, coming to political map. Political map that show the government borders or for countries, states and countries as well as the location capitals and major cities as we can able to see. So, in political map, maps show the state and national boundaries of a place. Right? So, the political map does not have any topographical features. So it is also show the location of the cities which respect to each other. That's all about the political map. Next, maybe moving to outline map. The outline map of the India show the administrative boundaries of the states of union territories of India. You can able to see the only the outline. There will be no places will be marked. Only outline will be present in the outline maps. So here is a map. They have differentiate the political map, river map, overall the map they have placed here. You can able to see clearly in this physical map, political map, different types of maps are there in our map. Here is the map, world map. Directions. Now we are moving to directions. Directions means instruction that you give to someone about how to find a particular place. So giving the directions, for example, a new person is asking to you where that place, you will say the direction, no? So that is a direction. So giving some instruction, the person is following that. So direction means instruction that you give to someone about how to find a particular place. That is called direction. And also direction means the position towards the which someone or something move or faces. That person is going to face. That is the meaning for direction. So in the direction, we are facing the 4 directions in the map. Okay. So here north, south, east, west directions. What are the direction? 4 types of direction: north, south, east and west. The upper side, the map in the upper part, we can able to see the north. In lower part we can able to see the south. In right side you can see the east, and left you can see the west. So the universal fact is that sun always rise in the west and is set from the rise in the east and set in the west. So this is a universal fact. The Jammu and Kashmir in the north, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh is the south, and Punjab in the west and southwest, and Uttarakhand in the southeast, and Himachal literally means region of the snow mountains. So each places they have pictured clearly in the slide. North India. First we are going to see in North India. So, what is North India? North India is a loosely defined region consisting of the northern factor. So, it is among the largest regions in the India, comprising in the right states. So, what are the right in the right states? Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand. We can able to see in the North India map of the North in the upper part. We can able to see these places in the north of India in the map. Next, we are moving to South India. So, what is the South India? South India is a region consisting of the southern part of India, which encompasses the Indian state. It is famous for the richness in food, culture, beauty, and people. So, this is all about our South India. South India is placed where? It's a down of the map, right? So, here we can able to see some of the places: Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, as well as the Union. Next, East India. East India is nothing but the region roughly corresponds to the historical region of the Magadha, from which it inherits its various Eastern Indo-Anglo Aragon languages. So okay, so East India, in the east place map of the east side, you can able to see the located East India is located at the east coast of India near the Bay of Bengal, including the state. What are the states will be present in the East India? West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, and Odisha, etc. These are the places is present in our East India. Next, we are moving to West India. So West India is bordered by the Thar Desert in the northwest and the Vindhya Range in the north. Large portion of the West India shares the Deccan Plateau in the South India. So the Ministry of the Home Affairs in the Western Zonal Council administrator of the division. This is about the West India. And then the West India comprises the states of Goa, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and the union territories of Daman and Diu and Jara and Negra Kavali. Here is we can able to see the picture. The Daman, Diu, Jara, and Negra Kavali they have present in the clearly, and Goa, Gujarat, Maharashtra you can see in the map of the west side. Right, now we are end of the lesson. In this lesson we have seen about the earth as a globe, right? So on the poles, latitude and longitude, and also seen about the different kinds of maps also. Yes, what are the maps? Political map, physical map, and outline maps. And also we have seen the direction of the South India, North India, East India, and West India and their places also. We have seen it briefly, and I hope you all understood, right? Yes. The sun help us to find the direction. Yes, the sun rises in the west direction. Do you know it? Then tell me. In the east direction. Very good, right. Hope you have understood this lesson. We are glad to say about us. Thank you, my dear globe and the map. Hope you enjoyed the class. Do you have any doubts? Okay, friends. We will meet you soon in the next class. Bye, friends. Take care. Wait. I need to tell you something. Please wear the mask wherever you go. You will wear the mask, children. Whether you will wear the mask? Yes. Bye.